Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan here to set the tone. Confession booth, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the ghost in a holy zone. Father Flanagan here to set the tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goats, the scent that leads the way. Clean your slate with a sniff so pure. Father Flanagan's got the cure. Turn your home into a saintly space. With every whiff, find redeeming grace. From your living room to the kitchen sink, light the goat candle, don't even think. Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan here to set the tone. Confession booth, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the ghost in a holy zone. Father Flanagan here to set the tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goats, the scent that leads the way. Clean your slate with a sniff so.
Hey! Oh. Hey! Hit it! Juniors of rock and roll. Matt Juniors of rock and roll.
Oh, nothing at all.
Nope, it went to Studio 2, and I don't know why. Je ne sais pas. I'm gonna go to Studio 1. I'm gonna do this. Boom. Damn,
Hey.
I don't know why. Je ne sais pas.
Here we are.
Here we are. So hello and welcome everybody. I've got me and Darante and Rion, and we're here. Good morning. I hope you're all having a wonderful
morning.
day. You know, it's Thursday, Thor's Day, the day of Thor.
Ooh.
And I don't know if you know this or not, but the topic of the day is about who would win in a cage match. Jesus, Thor, or Cthulhu.
Ooh, I don't know if I know much about Cthulhu.
That's right. That's right.
Now I feel like I need to know about like their powers and stuff. Like
More,
what you got?
I know. Let me just real briefly. Normally we don't go to the poll so fast, but we're rushing right to my poll this morning before
We
even
want to
done
see your
anything
poll.
else.
Yeah.
We do. We do.
We can't help ourselves.
I know. I've got manscaping done though. The question of the day is, of course, who would win in a cage match? The options are Jesus, his power move, thoughts and prayers. Thor, power move, hammered lightning. Or Cthulhu, power move, hugs.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, now I want Cthulhu to win.
Yeah, if you want to pop up and look on Google for an image of Cthulhu, it's a CTHULHU.
Isn't he
Okay.
like a big like squid looking thing?
He is a big squid
Yeah.
thing. But I tell you what, as far as a French kisser goes, man, he is top shelf.
Oh yeah, that's a face sucker right there.
It really is. So there's that. I just thought we'd get that out of the way. Good morning, Darante
morning.
and Ryan.
morning.
How y'all doing today? Good morning.
here.
So how are you guys doing?
Doing wonderful, I think. I'm alive.
Yeah,
Right?
right? The Lord woke us up today. It's a great day,
Yes.
Chris.
Clothed in my right mind.
Yeah, that's right. That's the way I think about it too. I just get up, kiss the ground. Wait a second, that's not what I do. Good morning, everybody. You know, Philip Lister is here. He is from the land of Thor. So he's obviously going to vote for Thor. Left-handed Jedi, Cthulhu, tentacles down. You know, there you go. Oh yeah, clearly tentacles down.
Tentacles.
Yeah. Not a lot of votes for Jesus though on our poll.
Yeah.
It's only had 3%. There must be a Christian. The same guy who votes in our other little poll here. Thumbs down, y'all suck. So I'm thinking those are probably the same guy. You know, I mean, remember, Christianity is the religion of hate. I know they say love, but in reality, once you get past the lies, it's actually, and that you can actually.
That's right.
Turning the other cheek.
That's right. You don't see a lot of Cthulhu followers out there saying ugly things to us.
No.
Especially
Never.
superpower is hugs. I mean, come on.
Right. Face hugs even.
Face huggers.
Willing.
You got to watch those tentacles though. They will go. I mean, like, dude, tentacles to yourself, man. You got to pay for that shit.
Oh, man.
Good. Trina, good morning, Trina. Trina says, thumbs down, you guys suck as me. I always choose the worst option.
Oh,
love it.
man.
I love it, Trina.
I started putting it there just to give the people who didn't care for us an option to remind them, hey, thumbs down this thing.
Yeah.
If they're not, don't just sit there and talk shit. At least give us thumbs down for
It's
the
an
engagement.
interaction.
That's right. Flick your bean, man.
That's right. So, I mean, if you're going to play, that's our version of pay to play.
Yeah. I like it.
The casting couch of YouTube. What's that, Ryan?
Man.
The thumbs up button. Wonder what you can do with that thing.
Thumbs up.
That's right.
Sit on, rotate it.
Oh, that's right. Or
Sit
if
and
that offends
rotate.
you, hit the thumbs down button. That's okay. We dig it.
Man.
Cthulhu has its OnlyFans hentai action. Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
Man, I tell you, if you look into like hentai and like, they have a hottie thing for like tentacles and
Do they
girls
really?
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, yeah. D knows,
tentacles,
yeah.
dragons, snakes,
Yeah.
horses.
Oh man, there'll be this vision of this woman this girl
Like
who
that.
gets this girl who gets kidnapped by this monster thing, and it's got all these tentacles, and it's gonna like, I want to just say make love to her. And that's like the entirety of the porn, you know, right? And it's like over and over various times. Is it a space creature? Is it a demon? Whatever it is, it's gonna have tentacles. And they're going to go in places that, you know.
I guess I can actually see that.
You can. Well, you can really if you just type it in.
You don't have to imagine. You can actually see it.
Rest your tiny little brain.
Lucky for you.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's just because, you know, why imagine it when you can go look at the internet?
Why use your imagination when you can be lazy and just watch?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, after I said the whole rest your tiny little brain, I thought, don't say that. That's like, this could be woman misogynist. You know, we know what I meant. Just let your brain be at ease, you know?
Yes.
Oh man.
But keep those hands going.
Clean.
Darante, I love the
massage. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Anyway.
yeah, can you imagine? It starts as a massage. Then you have babies with like a head and 8 arms and shit.
Starts as a massage, ends as misogyny.
Oh, that's sad.
Infidel says pitching a tentacle. Somebody needs to like block Infidel.
I need that on a
funny
t-shirt.
ones. That's a great
Oh,
Good morning, everyone.
man.
Thank you for joining us. Trina says, Darante, I love the background, by the way. And that's cool. That is
Oh, thank you.
That's cool.
Who made that?
I made it in Canva.
Nice.
He's just showing off.
Yes.
Kansas,
I like
Canva's pretty
Canva.
cool. Brent
Yeah.
says, I heard it, Chris. Tiny brain is not Ryan, just all the other one.
Hello.
Very interesting.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, I was yesterday when we saw this happen. I made a mental note
Yeah.
that it was around 9:15ish when this happened. I could have swore. I remember saying yesterday, I was like, you know, it happened. This is the 3rd day in a row. I didn't notice exactly what time it happened the first day, but I thought the second day it happened right around 7:30, and then yesterday, I'm pretty sure it was around 7:15, and today was, I don't know, either something's going on, something is amiss.
We need data.
We need data.
We need
yes.
data.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe engineering. Maybe Jordan.
Well, you know, it could be something as simple as a neighbor leaving for work and his garage door thing is
Something
screwing with
interfering.
something. Yeah, yeah. It could, but see, my shit's hardwired, so it'd have to. Well, yeah, everything's hardwired, and that's what kind of gets me. Bonk, bonk, bonk. It's all hardwired.
Yeah,
Is that
screwing
why
with the
my shit
garage will
works?
always do it.
Yes. So let me do a thing, Ryan. Okay, all you wonderful people, spinning circle of doom is gone. Good, everybody is back. We are back. It's apparently a running theme on our show. You know, I'm going to have these little. I'm going to have a tech gremlin, a little thing that I can have crawl across the screen. So everybody knows. You know what? It's all right. This shit just happens on Chris's stream. Someday I'll get one of those things, engineers, to run the show in the background.
Yeah, one of them.
Yes. Man,
Yes.
don't we all
That
need
won't stop
those.
this from happening, but
Just, man.
Miss Non Sequiturs here says Chris is a sinner. What more explanation do we need?
That's
None.
enough.
Yep.
Yes, I am a
Works
sinner.
for me.
Depends on which god you ask, really. Cthulhu is pretty okay with most of the things I do.
Well, probably. Zeus probably loves you.
Zeus, oh yeah. Zeus,
Oh, yeah.
goodness gracious.
He likes deviants.
That's hilarious.
Obi Atheist. Let's see. Miss Nosek, are you disparaging your Hellhound crew? Never. My dogs are fantastic. They're wonderful. I set a little blanky thing down here for Ollie Doggy because he was just dying to sit with Papa this morning. But I get up and do stuff so much before the show that but he's just, ooh, and I was like, all right, so I made him a little nest right here, and he's chilling up on it.
Aww.
So,
Yeah.
Muttley Von Erich, all the gods don't like Chris. All of them. What the hell, right?
Dang, Muttley.
I'm going to actually, I'm going to do a thing, Conspirowin, because what's going on right now is there's conspiracy to hamper my computational network system, because now all of a sudden I can't hear you, but I can fix it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a commercial, and while the commercial is running, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say a little prayer, and I'll be back.
Are you feeling the world is leaving you behind? Do you look at all the pseudoscience, rumors, and wild speculation on the internet and wonder, why can't I do that? Well, friend, you can. We can help you. We are Conspirowin. Conspirowin has a long history of helping anyone with a hidden truth. We will get your message out. The conspiracy theories you see today all started out with one person's vision. The moon landing hoax was launched by a NASA engineer whose manager didn't okay his vacation request. Conspirowin was there to help out. Christianity started out because one little girl named Mary got pregnant out of wedlock, and Conspirowin saved the day. Now, the virgin birth is accepted Catholic doctrine. You may be thinking, but my idea of the center of the earth being made of ice is far-fetched. No one's going to believe that. In a world where people believe windmills cause cancer, we say no dream is too big. Conspirowin will take your fledgling idea and feed it to our YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok operatives. And these savvy social media professionals will raise doubts with the prevailing scientific consensus. They will say no one has ever seen the planet's core except Jesus. And science is wrong all the time. That's why science has theories and not Jesus. Within 30 days, we guarantee you CNN will run a story on how your conspiracy theory isn't true. We will also give you 100% assurance Fox News will say your crazy idea about the Earth's core being an icy ball is true. Follow your heart. Listen to the voices no one else can hear. Team up with Conspirowin.
Maybe.
And we are back. Yay! We made it.
Yay.
Here,
We made it, baby.
It is, in fact, the most goodest. That's
The
true.
bestest.
The bestest. That's, you
The
know, that's-
bestest.
The most bestest.
There we go.
The most bestest and favoritist and cutest. And
Mm-hmm. Oh, squeeze them and hug them and love them.
This is my friend
Yes.
George. That's what I used to my dog do to Sadie when we first got her. She was like, "This is my friend George, and I love to hug her and squeeze her." And
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love
Are we
that.
all thinking the same thing?
Yeah.
You remember that? Trina says, I showed my hubby the video you made with the dogs and the father Flanagan. He was very impressed. You could dress them up. We can't get ours to even wear a bandana, and you have your dogs in full class.
I know. They
Yeah.
behave so well.
Well,
You right?
yeah, they did great. They did great. You know, sometimes you just don't want to know how the sausage is made. But I want to say, sausage was used.
Okay.
There was a lot of we had treats, and really a lot of it's learning on our part. Me and the evil one, we did it together, and it was fun. We did enjoy it. I actually had the footage for quite a while before I finally went and recorded my part. But their part was kind of a little bit at a time, and then when you go watch them, there's only a few short clips, that were really usable. To be honest, I could get you like Bailey saying hi there or winking at me or doing whatever she did. That was her one good point, and we'll watch it here in a minute for funsies. But most of the time, Ollie even would take his sunglasses, knock them off, or his little helmet or his little hat or whatever the hell that thing is called. I want to get
an actor.
Yes, he really is. He really is. But thank you, Trina. It's been a lot of fun, and we're going to do more. I'll run the commercial here in a bit. Before we go to Theocracy Watch, we'll watch Father Flanagan's, and I have more of that going. I want to talk about something here that happened yesterday. Now, again, I will admit that I am not beyond being spiteful and doing this sort of thing solely for the political statement it would have made. However, I must admit, I didn't actually do it solely for that. So I can, other people, yeah, he did it also for the money. So I'm going to play over here on Thusly Upon Another Screen for use. We're going to go here and we're going to share. This is Tesla number 2. Well, Carvana taking off our second little Tesla car, getting rid of it.
Bye.
Here, that's for sure. Love you. And, you don't really think about or know this when you buy one of those, but when you buy one, you actually in order to, it's like for the radio and the internet and all that stuff, you have to pay $10 per vehicle, right? So even though I hate Tesla, I hate Elon Musk, you're still paying Tesla regardless.
Yeah.
And that little bit was a little bit more than I could muster. But again, I can go bad Elon, but also, technically considering the circumstances, it was a good financial move for us to do.
Yeah.
So, I could always use it for my rhetoric. Man, I walk the walk. But there was also some other reasons, to be honest and fair. That wasn't the only reason why.
How much is the monthly how much do you have to pay for all the features? Is there like a range?
There's like basic, $10 a month per car.
Okay.
Is the basic. The radio you can get, the radio comes with what's called Intune. So it's your basic radio. You can get other little apps that play radio, but it's kind of the built-in radio. When you get it, every time you get into it, it has a commercial for the Intune app. Whenever stations at the top of the hour go to a commercial, it'll go to a commercial first, and then there's just a shit ton of commercials, really. But you can pay an extra amount and skip all the commercials and all that stuff. But like during the last election cycle, the presidency, every time I would get in my Tesla, it would run these conservative commercials completely lying about the local Democratic candidate. He wants prisoners to be just let loose, murderers. He wants everybody to come across the border. Why do you want that? And I'm like, but that was every time you got in the car.
These people.
Man.
Damn.
When you turned on the radio, listen to the radio, I was like, oh man. So I don't know how it is, but we don't have any other experience like that. Now we get in our car. Our new car actually has Apple Play. It's older than the Tesla. The Tesla didn't have Apple Play.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the Tesla doesn't have Apple Play?
Well, it does now, I think. We didn't, by the time they got it, we didn't care. It didn't come with a garage door opener. It was a $40,000 car, $45,000 car. Supposedly, a really good Tesla, like the iPhone of cars. Did not come with a garage door opener. You had to pay $300 extra to have them come out to your house and install it.
Damn.
That's fun.
Yeah. So, and I don't know. Trina, and I get this, says, I don't trust cars to drive themselves. I learned to drive for a reason. That's not a bad one of the things I liked about the Tesla was that it would keep me in lane. And, basically all I cared about the thing. I don't need full driving. I really don't care. I don't trust them, like Trina said. I just don't trust them. For full self-driving, but to keep me in the lane and slow down to keep me from hitting the car. And that's all I need. And I can kind of, it takes a lot of the work off the brain. I dig that. I didn't know most cars have that for the past 5 years. It's called lane assist or some business like that. And I've got this other car that has half the miles that the Tesla had on it. It's 2 years older than the Tesla was. And it has all those features that we liked about the Tesla. It's actually easier to run. Wow. The little self-driving thing that Tesla, now we didn't have the full self-driving, but we did have their autopilot, what they call the autopilot. Keeps you in lane.
Right.
And stuff. But, you want to change lanes and you hit the thing and it's all jerky and shit. This new one, man, I was driving it this morning. The wife has got it good. It's nice.
Man.
That's awesome. I'm glad it was an improvement for you.
Yes.
Well, to be fair and honest, the evil one did not care for the Tesla.
No.
Never. It was sold because to us, to me, to her, by me, because of the range and all the things they're supposed to go, the batteries last this long and blah, 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 blah. I mean, at the time, Elon Musk was a little douchey, but at the time, we also didn't really base our purchases such as that on the people who did that,
Yeah.
But then as things went a little further, you've seen that thing like says that we can have differences until our differences include you not wanting me to have freedom of my life or my choice, or you know what I mean? That you've seen that kind of thing. That's kind of where that line gets crossed, with Elon Musk. So yes, there it was. Second little car gone.
Bye-bye.
I get people who lots of comments, and I've learned to embrace it. As you said last time, I've had people go, you know what? I'm unsubscribing. I don't like you that you're a left wing nutbag. I'm like, hey, if you don't know,
Right.
nutbag.
Oh, I'm a nutbag.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm a left nut wing bag is what I am. Wait.
Yeah. Left nut.
Darante would be the right nut.
Yep.
Ew.
Green. I mean, if you just.
I don't want to know.
Good morning, Jesse
man.
there. Yeah, the Kia hybrid has some awesome. I mean, a lot of the cars have those features. I just didn't know it. I'm car dumb, I guess.
I like that assist lane assist. I do like it.
Yeah. My Tahoe has that too. It's freaked me out the first time. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with my truck? And then it was like, oh, okay,
right.
it's trying to keep me in lane.
Yeah.
And it will stop. Like sometimes when it will stop you because it thinks the person in front of you is like hard braking when maybe they're just slowing to turn or something. And
Yeah.
you're coming. That freaks me out because all of a sudden the brake and there's like, I'm like, you scared the shit out of me when like I saw the guy turning. My foot was on the damn brake. What the hell did you do that for?
Right. Stop it.
At least you know it's going to stop you. So I get
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well, apparently, I want to make just a brief announcement. We have friend of the show, Left-Handed Jedi, in the chat, and Left-Handed Jedi is aware of our tech gremlin issue, and he's been helping to help finally get these little bastards on camera. And I just want to show what he's found for us so far. If you guys would be care to check this out, okay?
Oh, yes.
Where is the screen? Give me
Show
screen. Yeah. Where is screen? Okay, here we go. Window.
That was my big issue too, Jesse Bear, because I have a big family, so that third row is non-negotiable for me.
Oh, well, let me go here. I'm gonna go here, and we have the ID 4. I know, right? I know. This is the challenge. This is what I'm up against here, people.
That is dope.
I know.
Must have had water after midnight is what I'm thinking.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
I want to see this movie now. I want to see Tech Gremlins, Gremlins 3, the Tech Gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah, it could be like some kind of virus in a way, like they modernized.
Yeah, I mean, so have sympathy for the amazing Super Chris. These are the things.
That's what he's up against.
I mean, that one right there. That's
That's badass.
So the next time something glitches, just imagine one of these little bastards hanging off a wire around here somewhere.
Man.
No wonder.
Thank you, Left-Handed Jedi. That's fantastic.
I really want to see this movie now. Like, this is, I'm sold. I'm sold.
Yes.
Too.
Absolutely.
The reboot and everything else. Like, what? Can you just reboot something that's worth doing and then do it right?
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
There we go. Thank you for that. That is fantastic. I will save those. Those will be. That's fantastic. I'd like to get a little like a PNG of, and maybe I can go to like Sora, or the little AI that makes little videos, and I can have a little video of the little dude crawling across the screen or something.
Yes.
With a green screen behind it, so I can make it clear, so I can have it crawl across the screen. Of course, it
that'd be awesome.
work because the tech gremlins will eat my. I'm actually gonna rebuild the show tomorrow. Whenever we all get here tomorrow, where we're gonna be on a different computer. I think to be honest, whenever I was having problems with the old show, I hadn't met Video Ninja yet. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know how to work it.
Oh yeah.
and it makes things so much easier. And I believe that other little computer can fully handle the live streaming and whatever crazy recording things I got going on. That means I can put the video game machine back in the, editing machine back in the other room. Because I can sit in here and play. This is actually a comfier chair because I got a new chair, but I really like playing for the evil one. Yes, she's fantastic. So yes, so that's part of my evil plan of doom and despair. Okay, so what I'm gonna do real quick, infidel, feed the gremlins after midnight to turn into Elon Musk. Oh man,
Damn!
you just spoiled gremlins for me.
The biggest tech gremlin.
You said soil.
Oh.
Yeah. Cornholio.
Oh yeah.
For my bunghole.
Oh man.
Thank you for that, Jesse. I wanna pin that. Pin that.
Darante just faded out. I was like, oh.
It's like Homer Simpson fade into the background.
Yes, I just could see his mouth. It just reminded me of the Cheshire cat in the tree when his body.
That is awesome. That's killer. All right, I'm gonna run this
that's
thing.
hilarious.
We'll be back in just a couple of minutes, and we're gonna do our Theocracy Watch.
Finnegan!
Yes, sir. Very disturbing, I know.
Fetch me Father Finnegan.
Your Highness.
You are in the presence of His Holiness, the Puppius Maximus, guardian of the sacred fire hydrant, defender of the holy tennis ball, and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poopsalop the Fifth.
Your Popedom. I heard you have a bone to pick with me.
Condoms, Father Finnegan?
No, thank you. I've got plenty.
That's what I mean. Why are you selling condoms?
Oh, you mean our Pharaoh Sombrero line of condoms? Understood.
You know how we feel about those around here.
Well, they're not to be used by the Catholics, of course.
Not for Catholics?
No, they're part of our Sinner Gonna Sin lack of faith outreach program.
A sinner gonna what?
It's like in the tithe, but from the heretics and the heathens and the atheists.
Oh, well, when you put it like that.
But, Your Highness, this will reflect very poorly on the church.
True. You know what this means, Flanagan?
Warning label on the box, not for Catholics in big letters.
Too subtle.
Instant purgatory if used by Catholics.
I like it. Divine branding.
Excellent, Your Popedom. Would there be anything else?
That will be all. You may leave.
And we are back. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy our new commercial. Still working on those. Got more coming very soon. I keep calling them commercials. I got to find a better word. Commercials. It's just not a commercial. We do have commercials like, Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys coming to a Walmart near you.
We'll figure out the proper term for them.
Yes.
Ooh, the Papa Agenda.
Propaganda. Oh, propaganda, not propaganda.
We're probably getting a tiny bit of it. There. Sorry. There we go.
Puppentates.
My ears are giving me grief this morning. So I did a bless it and I prayed over it right just now. Hopefully everything will be okay.
I
said that earlier, but I hadn't burnt the... No. It's me. C'est moi.
Okay.
C'est moi. It's okay.
It's okay.
It'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
We haven't seen the altar boys lately. We haven't. I tell you what, since you asked nicely, after we do Theocracy Watch, we will do the altar boys. Somebody's going to have to remind me, though, because I'll forget. Because we're going to do Theocracy Watch. And we're going to talk about stuff. And all right, here we go. I'm going to mash this button. Theocracy Watch. Get it serious. Seriously.
You're tuned into the Atheist Morning Show on the Dan Network. And this is Theocracy Watch. If your God requires silence when a child is being abused, then your faith protects privilege, not people. Welcome back to Theocracy Watch, where we keep a watchful eye on the ever-thinning line between church and state. This week, coming out of Washington State, we actually have some good news. A bill is heading to the governor's desk that could finally close a legal loophole that has shielded predators for decades. SB 5375 would require clergy to report child abuse, even if it's confessed in private religious settings. For years, religious leaders have claimed special protection known as clergy penitent privilege, a legal exemption that allows clergy to keep confessionals confidential, even in cases of serious crimes. Allegedly designed to protect spiritual counsel, but in practice, it's been used as a system to shield abusers and the institutions that shelter them. They've hidden behind confessional secrecy, claiming that forcing disclosure would create a chilling effect, one that might erode trust in the church. But here's what they're not telling you. Clergy can report anonymously, and in most cases, they're not required to testify in court about confessions. The sacred seal defense holds no water. Jesus would even have no clue what the heck that is, I'm just saying. And as expected, the usual suspects are crying persecution, like the Washington State Catholic Conference, which claims the bill violates the sacred seal of confession. They've been joined by the Knights of Columbus and cheered on by a familiar chorus of evangelical leaders. But if a teacher, doctor, therapist, etc. hear of abuse, they are expected to report and could face charges if they don't. But when a priest hears it, suddenly it's sacred and it's above reproof. I'd like to make a public confession that I believe the penitent privilege is an open-door policy for others to harm members of the church community with no repercussions or accountability. It's a free-for-all, a cover-up. Although this bill isn't law yet, as it still needs the governor's signature, it's already rattling the institutions that rely on silence to survive, and it's a huge step forward for the vulnerable. It goes without saying that accountability is not an attack on religion. It's not anti-Christian bias. It's justice. Until next time, be curious.
Wow, that was incredible.
Good news. Yeah, I'm excited about this.
Well,
Man.
how long before we know?
That's a good question. I don't think it should be long at all because basically it just should be on his desk to be signed.
Excellent. So we'll find, because so many times that this is something that is needed and makes sense and will help the community. And it's clearly because of those criteria, something the conservatives will oppose.
Yeah.
That's just, it seems like they're on the wrong side of everything. Now, because let me ask you, there are other, well, all right, let me rephrase that. I will rephrase that. The Christians will oppose. Not necessarily all Republicans oppose that, just necessarily probably Christians, or at least those Christians who fight it, because there's a whole group of people, I guess, gang of churches, whatever, who have been fighting this, or is it the church? They've been fighting this at the state level, at the national level. Why would you fight reporting? Because it's sacred. Because that offender's right to communicate with his God is more sacred than the defense of whatever child he may be abusing.
Yeah.
I'm just clear. Am I understanding that? That's right? We're
me.
right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And we're actually having to fight for that against those very people who claim to be the champion of children. And okay, I'm just clarifying because irony is,
how hard it is.
Welcome that.
Yeah. You know how hard it is to get Orthodox Christians and evangelicals to agree on anything. And so it's so odd seeing these Orthodox groups and these evangelical groups agreeing on not reporting child abuse. Like, wow, this is the thing y'all rally around.
Right.
This is the thing you unite on, huh?
I see that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's insane.
It is.
Yep. Of all the things, again, good morning, Nancy. How are you doing? Churches have this incredible way of arguing and disagreeing on any given day, but band together when they get political.
When they get political.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
They got a
When
solution.
it's time to do harm or take somebody's rights, they're there. It's like churches unite.
Right?
It's time to oppress. Cobra will rise again.
Right. Cut off one head, two will grow back.
Yes.
Huh. And is that not true? Boy, everything they say is honestly just every accusation.
Oh man.
It absolutely is. Well, there's a couple things we got to worry about. You know how my train of thought goes. One is that they're really against PDF files in theory. A lot of them often get caught, but in theory, they're against it, right? Oh my goodness, we should be unaliving those people. Or anybody who mistreats a child in any way. And then, do you remember the McCarthy era? I mean, we weren't personally there. This is just before us, where the far right wing, they were anti-Russians and all this, the Red Scare, and McCarthy was leading to where they were pretty much vilifying actors and left-wing people. They would arrest them on trumped-up charges and throw them in jail. Today, in today's world, the combination of a trumped-up charge could equal, under those terms, the execution of a political opponent. So all they got to do, let's see, Mark Ruffalo, if you're watching, forgive me for using him as a reference. He's very anti-Trump, very vocal, very big actor. Lots of people know his name. Imagine they pass this law because they've been wanting to, and you think they could stop it? I mean, if they really pressed it, because sure, it'd be great with the Christians if they did it, but to make it to where they unalived PDF files. And then they kick in the door, they find something on Mark's computer, and before long, we're talking about Mark in the past tense.
Not out of the realm of possibility.
Absolutely not out of the not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah. So I just want to point that out, that there's a lot of ugliness. I'm kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. They're getting more. They're even talking now. What's his name? That jackass. I can't think of his name. I'll think of it in a minute. And he's talking about how they can go ahead and get rid of the judges. They can just eliminate the judges if they don't need them. They can just get rid of the judges. What's his name? The jackass who runs the Congress.
Oh, Mike? No, Mike? No.
Mike? I think it's Mike.
Is it? Oh, isn't that terrible?
See, I've been trying. Johnson. Yes, I think it's Johnson.
Okay. See,
That's a plain name. That's a plain name.
I was like,
Mike Dick.
Is it white mayonnaise? Is it white mayonnaise? I was like, no, it can't be white mayonnaise. It's got to be something. Mike Johnson, he is said of course, Trump has thumbed his nose at all of these things. And what are they going to do,
man?
Who knows? I mean, they could just, if the people in play right now don't do what Trump expects or whatever, they could just rip him out. I mean, he's already Hegseth, I think, is on his way out. I mean, that's because he was a security risk. But I mean, this is not the only time that they've just yoinked people out and thrown another one in just to see what would happen. The upheaval could be just monumental.
Jesse Bear did point out, being so afraid of having them be mandated reporters shows they know how much abuse there is in the church. They know how much is hidden.
Well, I mean, just think about it. What's the number one thing a Christian says to somebody once they found out they've deconverted? You were hurt. The fact that this is a place that they go to automatically, that you were hurt, that means they know that's how much harm is happening in the church. If this is your default, every time you hear somebody say, I've left the church, you must have just been hurt. That was just church hurt. Then church hurt is normal as hell if this is how often you say it.
Right.
And it is.
That's a good point. That's acknowledgement right there.
It really is. And again, this notion that they have insurance to protect against this thing.
Yes.
Sickening.
Like, wow.
It's indefensible. Come on, man.
And the how often it shows up, we see it on the news all the time. They accuse trans people and gay people and all this business or cross-dressers or whatever of being sexual deviants. And yet in the news, it's just dripping with priests, pastors, after-school pastors, teen youth pastors, high school football coach / pastor, all these goodly people on the news for doing the worst of things with those weakest of people left in their charge.
Yep.
There's a lot of vulnerable populations, and to just open the door and basically say, like, as long as you keep it between you and me, you can abuse anybody in here. It's a candy store. Come on in.
Right. Yes.
Part of the fear, I think, may hold in the notion that if that priest doesn't report, they then become culpable. Okay. So it happens now. The priest is told there's mandatory reporting. 2 years from now, it comes out that it was happening and that the guy had told the priest in confession, and now that priest is culpable to that crime. And I don't think, see how far deep that could get really quickly. So that's part of the reason. It's not just that it's not just that they know how bad it is. It's also that half of them would be culpable as well, even if they didn't commit the offense.
Yep.
You're right. They're just protecting themselves all the way around.
Oh, yes.
Right. And again, man, I'm really Trump is making a hard play for the Christians right now. Hard play for the Catholics. You know what?
Shot in America.
Do you remember the big fuss they made whenever Jimmy Carter passed away and people wanted to put the flags at half mast? He's like, we're not going to do that. We don't do that. All that.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah. They're half mast now. And they're going to be at half mast until after the Pope's funeral, I believe. All the flags in the country, government flags at all the VAs, at all the military institutions. Yes. He said it so publicly on TV. He's like, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to put all these flags, because he's sucking up to the Catholics.
Wow.
If they're passing. We've been talking about this.
Wow.
Said, oh my goodness.
Religion above state, like above government. That's kind of crazy to me.
I mean, even if you're not a conservative, or even if you are a conservative, you have to be concerned about the marriage of religion with the Conservative Party right now. I mean, you know what I mean?
Now you might be in the larger populace right now, but what happens when we talked, when it's like 2070 and you are on the decline, and then, maybe there's a different religion, or maybe, atheists create a religion just so we can have this kind of hold over the government, and we put our God, and do things to the flag and half math, and they would be like kicking themselves in the butt.
Yep.
Well, I just imagine there's a lot of conservatives out there who agree with Trump's conservative policies, who think, take America back, make it great, all that business. But they don't agree with this religious theocracy that are coming in, because, there's a lot of conservative atheists out there. Surprise. It does happen.
No, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
And so I can imagine there are some of them going, oh, my God, did Trump just say he's bringing religion back?
Yeah.
Did he say that? He did say that. And you can go find it on the internet. And he's sitting here, he's kissing ass to all the conservatives. They're trying to get a Trump-loving Pope in there. I know that's what they're working on. And then we read the other day the thing that was sent out to all the government workers about this anti-Christian bias. Somebody can merely claim that you looked at them sideways whenever they applied for some sort of special right. My belief says I can kneel and pray 5 times a day. We'll use that as an example. And Bob over there gave me the stank eye when I did that. And that's all they have to do, according to that email. And they can start reporting you. So they can make that shit up. It's just, that kind of marriage, this is going to start witch hunts. drumhead kind of things. I mean, this is absolutely not good. It's the marriage of church and state that we've kind of been fearing, to where the church is using the power of the state to persecute people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm kind of going off.
But you're on point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I get some parts of it right. Well, there are lines, I mean, a broken clock is right twice a day. Trump can't be wrong on everything, know. And you look at these things that are going on, you're like, oh man, look what the hell, Why is so? Some of the political things I've often I can admit when I was probably 10 or 11, I thought, why isn't it the Gulf of America? And then I freaking moved on. I didn't care after that. That kind of shows you where I think his mind is. But but the bringing, it's one thing to be different politically, but it's another thing to start imposing the theocracy. The whole purpose of Theocracy Watch,
Yeah.
To watch out for exactly that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Shaka, when the walls fell.
Yes. Wow, that's right. That is wonderful. I'll get back to you on that. My cannabis riddled brain.
Do you remember that episode?
I do. Yeah. I can't remember what Picard said back and all those.
I know.
things.
I can't remember all the things they said, but.
So, are you finished with the series, by the way? Nice.
Oh yeah, we're on to DS9 now.
Oh really? Okay.
I think we're in season 2. Something like that.
Okay. How are you liking so far? I mean, it's different. First season's always hard.
It's different. I'm starting to get into it. I think the other day, I think an episode actually made me cry, but I can't remember which episode. So I was like, okay, it had something to do with Kira. It was the episode where the Cardassian got a makeover of the Gael, of the main leader of the camp for her people that killed all the people, committed the genocide, because he wanted to be punished for his work as a clerk, because he felt so bad about what he did, but he couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, I was like, because he was such a dick. I was like, oh, I'd fucking kill him. I would just fucking kill him.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And she
They
did
thought they were wrong, but they were clean. They were all clean.
Yeah.
He's talking about having the blood of the Bajorans. They thought they had blood, but they were clean. They were all clean. They were doing the holy work. Once you get into these things, oh man, that's a wonderful, one of my favorites. Goodness gracious, one of the best. I mean, he's such a, and then in the ending, don't tell Darante how it ends, because we're gonna make him watch it himself. He ain't gonna watch it. One episode a day, man. You'd be hooked. I wouldn't lie to you here in front of everybody. We're atheists. Nelson Ortiz Jr. Good morning, Nelson. He says DS9 is much better. I mean, really, it's awesome. They're all awesome. They're wonderful. It's my favorite. I'm a DS9.
I do like Quark too. I think he's cute.
Oh, Quark,
I want to feel on them ears.
Ooh.
Do you? Hey, careful now. That he would love if you would feel on his ears.
I bet he would.
Let's see here. Carrie and Krista Motley. Greg S. Good morning, Greg. Why would anyone ever get married in the first place without a divorce? Oh, well, there's a lot. That's old. Yeah, that's old. Ryan, I watched that one the other day. Those Star Trek Deep Space Nine, me and the wife could easily watch those, man. Again, we were talking about Deep Space Nine. Altar Boys reminder, thank you. Hey, I tell you what, do we have anybody in the chat who remembers how to do the alert? Can you test the alert? Does it still work?
The alert system.
I haven't heard it in a while. Yeah, just in case, something goes wrong, we have somebody who needs attention.
Who's going to be first? It's $1 million question.
And who's going to be first? And then when we do after, there we go. Thank you very much.
Oh, Trina tried.
Okay, so it still works. Good. All right, I'm going to give us some altar boys, and then we'll be back. Is our humble parish tired of constant litigation, drained by bloodthirsty lawyers, sucking the collection plates dry? Well, no more threats of jail time and public humiliation. Try Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys. Cute little fellas, eyes and mouth wide with surprise, complete with lifelike tears. Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys coming to a Walmart near you. All right, and we are back. You know, the way it's going, it's going to get to a point to where we just show up at the show. We go, "Hi, I'm Chris. This is Darante. Here's Ryan. We'll be back in a bit," and we'll hit the commercial button and just run through commercials throughout the show. And at the end of it, we'll go, "Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow."
It'll just be 15 minutes of show, and the rest are just like commercials or infomercials.
Yes, and they will not be disappointed. They'll go away satiated at the end of the
Yeah, they'll feel good about themselves for the rest of the day.
Yes. I tell myself that.
Participating in capitalism is, you know, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes. It makes you tingle.
It is a
especially in the
beautiful
crotch
thing.
area.
Oh.
Just watch him turn invisible. It's a Holy Ghost.
I'm just phasing in and out.
They did.
The raptor's trying to take me, but it doesn't know if I'm right. Like, oh, he was a pastor, but he's an atheist now. Leave him.
No, you know what the deal is? It's actually God's trying to take you, but we're with a transporter. Pull him back. Pull him back.
Oh, man.
Then he comes back.
Man.
I think his transporter is broken.
That's right.
Yeah, transporter accident.
That is cool. Nancy says, "Ryan, your laughter warms the secular soul."
Oh, you guys
It
are too
does.
sweet.
Jesse Bear, oh yeah, we'll just throat coming. You know, actually, Jesse Bear, I've got several things that are coming. Those are on my list. What I usually work on is what my Juicy Brain has for me, and my Juicy Brain has got some things, including something involving the self-flogging whips, because that's just right now it's magic and it's tingling part in my brain. So that'll be coming soon, very soon. But I say soon. Sometimes things like this take a little while because there's going to be an editing process, you know. To get all those little bastards dogs to, you know, just imagine if I could get Jack and Bailey. Bailey's the one in the nun outfit that I'm winking at, by the way. Jack is the male.
I love that part. I think that's one of my favorite parts right there. Because she just looks like,
Yeah, I know. I'm working on a commercial with them. We're just waiting for more costumes to come in as part of Father Flanagan's Pharaoh Sombreros nightclub scene. I think I've said too much already. Jesse Bear, my whips now. I'm excited. I came up with those my first week watching the show. Oh, she did. Jesse Bear's the one responsible for the thing. And, you know, can you imagine the amount, if we could just get those on the market? You just hold it back here, press the button. It does all the whipping for you, all the tennis elbow that will be relieved, the shoulder problems that will be relieved from those Catholics out there no longer having to, right?
Yeah.
So self-flogging whips, man.
I mean, some people may enjoy using it on the front side. Just saying.
Well, actually, we have a second line.
Speaking of which,
there's the heavenly, the ones that, you know, the easy penance self-flogging whips come in both adult and children.
Easy rider. Easy penance.
Easy penance. But then we also have part of Father Flanagan's sexual health line of products. We have another self-flogging whip, but it only comes in adult sizes. Sorry, priest.
Oh, man. Womp womp.
Yes. Womp womp. Jesse Bear says the BDSM community may also thank you. That's exactly right. As part of the Father Flanagan's sexual health line of products.
Man.
You know, the self-flogging whips and the gimp balls. Is it gimp masks? Gimp masks. Ball gags. ADA compliant whips. I was thinking they have various penance levels. How bad you've been, essentially. Bad little boy.
You could just sell like add-ons to put on the end of the whip, like either like a little round nub or a pointy nub or something like detachable.
That's genius. You're kind of into this, aren't you?
Do it right.
Good morning, Dragons in Genesis. Thank you for joining us, Jason. It's been a while. Hope you're doing good. Yes, sending safely, I hope, my friend. Jen with one N. You know, Jen, it's been many moons, I think, since I've seen you. I hope you're doing wonderful. Not better than me, but still wonderful. Thank you for joining us this morning. Adrian Belgrave, Boxing Channel. It's up to the person that's listening how they receive the information. You guys got a conversation going on. I bless this conversation. You make it.
Give our approval.
Well, here Jen with one in says I'm picturing different colors like lightsabers, dark side, light side. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's, you know, I just want to mention we have no problem at all. We really no problem stealing.
I jizzed on myself.
I do that.
I didn't realize when I squirted my lotion, I dropped some in my lap.
Oh, lotion.
Yes. Yes.
My lotion jizzed on me.
There you go. There you go. There's no time for romance.
Oh, man.
Jesus is my John, says North Nelson Ortiz Jr.
Jesus,
All right.
Jesus is my John. Is that like a pee-pee?
Is that a dick joke?
Brother.
I need to finish the rosary butt plug art. Yeah. I end up laughing so hard when I do it. Jesse Bear says, I need to finish the rosary butt plug art, but I end up laughing so hard I can't keep the butt plug in.
Oh my goodness.
Incoming projectile.
Right. Remember, flanged. Always they need to be flanged.
That would be my weapon of choice, though. Could you imagine? Just locked and loaded. You just spend
Let's go. Let's go.
Just rocket.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Y'all ain't, you ain't right.
That's a visual.
But that's the way I like it. I'm just saying. LE dips with genuine late lightsaber sounds. That'd be fantastic and erotic, especially if you're a nerd. Wah, wah, a Catholic nerd. Oh my God. Wah, wah, wah. Whack. And his little collar lights up. Ah. Whack. I'm getting a stiffy just thinking about it. I meant the sales.
Oh God. Help me.
We ain't right. Here we go. Okay, let me check this out. Simply Secular Dave, good morning. Sapphic Hazard, nice to see you. Nancy says, hashtag rosary butt plug.
There it is. It's happening.
Anal beads.
You can't take it out until you've gone through all the beads, you know, on your prayer.
Way to see it, yeah. You just one prayer at a time as you pull them out.
Oh man.
That's what you do. Or is it
goodness.
Living on a prayer, man.
I just want to mention at this point it's cheap to become a member to the show, just $1 a month.
Oh man.
Yeah.
prayer.
And you get this for like no, you're
Oh my goodness.
she's not sorry. Greg S. never ever went for my brown belt. I mean, there's a warmer, happier opening at 1.5 ways. I'm coming in the middle of a conversation sometime. I just walk in on you in the bathroom while you're doing something. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Come to the dark side. We have cookies. Shows a basket of communion wafers. Quick, take one before they turn back into Jesus. That would be so nasty. Ooh. Yeah. Simply Secular Dave. Let's see. Man, you guys are lighting up the chat. It's starting to give me like, I get all dizzy. Imagine someone doing the Virgin Mary prayer with it in their bum. Beads hanging out, and I can't stop laughing at the Daily Atheist.
Somebody has. Like, I guarantee this is a thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a thing.
I'm betting the left-handed Jedi could probably work us up an image. Or I could just dip it in my personal collection.
Oh man,
my personal.
That's hilarious.
And cheap butt plugs. Anyway, Our Father and Hail Marys with different shapes. Ooh, that's a good idea. The beads of love. Okay, let's do a thing. I'm going to run Wild Bill number 1 real quick. Then we're going to do a scripture with Darante. That way we can do Wild Bill number 2 at the end of the show. For anybody who hasn't seen it, you get the opportunity to fill up on Wild Bill today. So we'll do this. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. And then we're going to do a scripture with Darante.
Hello, and welcome to Shakespeare with a Redneck. What the? I am Wild Bill Wigglestick, and I'll be your handsome host, your gilded guide, your cowboy concierge of Shakespeare. Dude, really? Today on Shakespeare with a Redneck, I'm going to perform the prologue from Romeo and Juliet. Damn it, Bill. Two households, both alike in dignity in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end not could remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage, the which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. Hey, that wasn't half bad. I'm not as dumb as I look. Of course not. You'd be in a coma. Okay, so here's a quick rundown of the situation. Bill, 2 snot-nosed brats ignore the warnings of their learned parents and end up getting 4 people killed. Bill, come on, man. You're always blah, blah, atheist stuff, blah, blah, boring. Say something fun, for goodness sake. What? Particle is a fun word. Bill, particle, particle, particle. Bill, or talk about horses and dogs. People love horses and dogs. Or boobies. Everybody loves boobies. Bill. Oh, can I say boobies on YouTube? If you close your eyes, it doesn't count. Talk about boobies then. Okay, everybody loves those cute little blue-footed bastards. It hurts right here. Culture, baby, coming at you. Avoid bringing a plague on both your houses. A plague on both your houses! By hitting that subscribe button, then that little notification bell. And bang that thumbs up button like frisky cousins at a family reunion. Thank you and take care. Peace.
Second. Okay, 3, 2, and we are back. Ryan loves her water.
Oh, man, I'm thirsty.
Somebody wasn't paying attention.
These thirsty Beatrices.
Beatrices. I'm saving that. That's awesome.
I love that.
Mr. Wally, yesterday, a coworker found it. That doesn't just happen only through Bigfoot. All hail Bigfoot. True.
Come on. Bigfoot, man, be making things happen.
It does.
Hey, shabba-dabba-dabba.
Shabba-la-ding-dong.
That's fantastic. Let's see. Any of the women who flash your men, you are awesome. I guarantee you make his day. That is, evil one is watching. Probably. Well, even if the evil one is, I mean, she's generous that way. I am a blessed husband. Yes. Okay, yes. So back to On Point Man. Our boobies and the wife, and boobies and flashing, and boobies and the wife. And,
Hard. It's difficult.
I just all the blood left my brain.
Oh man!
Almost knocked my keyboard off. I almost got you, didn't I, girl? Yeah. I'm gonna run this little button, and we're gonna get a scripture with Darante.
All right, folks, today we're going to be looking at the book of Luke, chapter 19, verses 26 through 27. We're actually popping in at the end of the parable of the minas. We've already done the parable of the talent, so I said, why not double down on this one? So it reads, he replied, I tell you that to everyone who has, more will be given. But as for the one who has nothing, even what they have will be taken away. I just want to remind everybody, this is the friend of the poor that is saying this. I want to read it again. I tell you that everyone who has, more will be given. But as for those who have nothing, even what they have will be taken away. But those enemies of mine who did not want me to be king over them, bring them here and kill them in front of me. Now wait, did Jesus say that? Yes, he did.
Wait a second.
In the mouth of a king in the parable. But the king is clearly meant to represent Jesus. He's the one who went away to receive a kingdom. He's the one who rewards the faithful. And he's the one who gives the final command, bring my enemies here and kill them in front of me. Let's not spiritualize it. Let's not dress it up. This is a king who doesn't just win. He wants a public execution of anyone who refused to accept his rule. And before anybody tries to skate out of this, please tell me that's not what's predicted in the book of Revelations, that exact scenery, not behind closed doors, not quietly in front of him so he can watch, so he can get his rocks off. This isn't mercy. This isn't grace. This is power-hungry tyranny with a divine crown. And Jesus tells this story as an example of what the kingdom of God is like. He literally starts the parable with these words: the kingdom of God is like this, and ends the parable with, bring them in front of me and kill them. So what is this kingdom like? Those who obey, rewarded. Those who resist, dragged in front of the king and slaughtered. This sounds too much like colonization to me. It's not a parable about economics. It's a warning about allegiance. Get on his side or die publicly. Submit, surrender, or be annihilated. So here's the takeaway. If your savior tells stories where the moral is submit or be executed in front of me, maybe it's time to stop calling that salvation, because it sounds a lot more like dictatorship. And that'll be all for today's scripture.
Wow. Yeah. I am familiar with the latter part of that scripture, as I've recently done a video on that. I wasn't aware, or maybe I just, no. I wasn't aware of the first part of that scripture. Now, so first of all, the question has been raised in the chat, and I too want to know the answer of this. Is which scripture was that?
That is Luke. That's correct. Luke 19, 26 through 27. Also known as the parable of the minas. Or minas. Or minas.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for that. I was like, so in that though, it says the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer. I mean, as I'm just breaking it down, I'm like into small-minded people words. Would you read those words again? What were those words? But that's pretty much what I took from it. I want to make sure I got that right.
He replied, I tell you that to everyone who has, more will be given. But as for the one who has nothing, even what they have will be taken away.
Well, just for context, do you have it up what it says before that, or no?
No, I don't have it.
No. Okay, I was just curious about that. No, that's cool. I'm just kind of curious because I didn't know that. That sounds very much like, we're going to take taxes off the rich, and we're going to take away all of these programs for the poor, and the poor is just going to get worse, and the rich is just going to get richer, and bring those before me who disagree with me, and I'm going to take care of them. That's interesting. Maybe
very interesting, right?
Maybe Trump is more Christ-like than we thought.
That's what I've been saying.
But I mean, that's pretty much like the violence that JWs perpetuate. When Jesus is king, when he's ruling, everybody's going to be brought before him and slaughtered if they're not a non-believer.
Yep.
Pretty simple.
Now, in the JW thing, though, do JWs talk about being the ones to do any of the unaliving, or are they just witnesses? How's that work?
Okay.
Yeah.
For the most part, I would say that they tell them, they really don't say explicitly, really.
Okay.
Most things are implied. But when I was a child, I will tell you that I took it as there could be a possibility that God would ask something of me, and who would I be to deny God that thing?
Right.
And if that required me, taking people off this earth that were my friends or whatever, like that would cross my mind. Like, what if I have to do that? Like, it's, So, I mean, they're definitely asking themselves that question. They have to.
If I may, from what I know now, I feel like as a young girl in this religion, considering what I know now, it's extremely less likely that you would be asked to unalive anyone for God, and extremely more likely that you would be asked to be a sex slave for one of the men in this religion, or some prophet, or, because that's what they tended to be, the women, So the women in Revelation, the chances that the women are going to be carrying swords and doing anything, we can consider that. But look at the history and the rest of the Bible, how it treats women and what their role is. And I don't really see you doing any unaliving,
But we have
no
women
offense to you.
We have women in the military, though, and even in the military is pretty much a quasi-religious institution. Many of those people in the military feel like they are there fighting on behalf of God. Yes. So that's not something that's in the future. That's already happening now.
That's here now.
That was fueling much of what we were doing in the Middle East. Many of those people who were signing up to fight in the army of the Lord. They felt like this was a God's battle.
Exactly right. And there was a big, strong push by the people on the right and Christians to keep women from being a part of that.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, it does happen now.
Yeah.
But only because of the left-wing movement of allowing equality for women did that actually happen. Were it not for that, the religious right, if allowed in the military, would have prevented women from being part of that role. I'm just saying. So it just kind of going. But I do agree with you 100%. They do join. When I was a young person, that was one of my thinkings. I was going to, but it didn't dawn on me that it would be people. I always thought it would be like demons or something. When the end came and the revelations and the fire and the swords, and I was going to be a warrior for God. I never thought I'd be going in and unaliving a husband trying to defend his family, and his only sin was that he didn't believe in my God. I never thought about that. It was always a demon. Well, there's a movie, there's a book series, it's a really good book series about this war. I think we talked about it on the show once. Probably. This heaven and hell war going on. That's a pretty good example of it. But thinking that there's actual demons there doing this stuff, but in reality, it's just people.
Right.
Yep. It's an odd thing. Well, the thing is, if we know that dictatorship is bad, not just because it's a person doing bad things, but dictatorship is bad because other people will do whatever the dictator tells them. If we know that dictatorship is bad, we should be concerned that a large majority of our population have a dictator. Even worse, a dictator that they cannot see, nor can they hear, but that they believe in with their whole hearts. Because then that allows anybody to manipulate whatever they want to happen. And because those people have a dictator, all you have to do is convince them that your dictator said this. And even they'll say all type of nice things now. I would never do this. I'm not this type of person. If you have a dictator, it doesn't matter. There were plenty of people who were good people. But when Hitler became their dictator, those same good people did whatever he said because this is the law now. And that's who Christians are. They are a well-dressed lie and an innocent looking threat, but they are not innocent. Anybody with a dictator is a threat.
Oof.
Yep.
Deep.
Yep. And there's this celestial. And they to cap it off, they would so love to embody that, especially the ones we're talking about here in the United States. Absolutely would enshrine their dictator Trump.
Yep.
Again, if you guys get the opportunity, watch Mickey 17. It's don't look up, kind of, in a way, but the way Mark Ruffalo portrays the Trump-esque character and how they treat him, about how there's a church built around him and a corporation, and they've merged this churcheration, if you will. I wouldn't be surprised. Is there a Church of Trump? I need to look that up. Church of Trump.
I'm wondering if you'll have an apotheosis.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Is there a church on Saturday? This thing is really asking questions. I don't know. Is there a Church of Trump? Boop. Trump and religion. Which church does Trump belong to? I guess I asked the wrong question. God and the Dawn.
Jonathan.
The president. Well, that was the funny thing about the movie, though, was that they didn't really portray like Melania. They didn't go after her at all. It was as if Trump had married Paula White. Fantastic movie, I thought. Let's see, Church of MAGA Morons. Thank you, Bill Castle. Where have you been? You've been hiding. Bill. Thank you. Why? Because Weed Bro, for all those who I missed saying hello to, good morning. Hope you've had a good week. Nancy, glad people want to see it. He did already agreed. Oh, cool. You're talking about that thing. Let's see. I saw a glimpse of something there, Nancy. Nancy is having Jason Torby of MAAF on their channel.
Ooh.
So very awesome. Very awesome. And they're going to discuss atheism in the military. You know,
yes.
It could become a reality that atheists get kicked out of the military. Could that become a reality?
Why not?
I believe it could. I could see it to where they go ahead and kick women out of the military. They've already kicked trans people out of the military. I don't see why they wouldn't go after women eventually and then atheists, Raven, thank you, Raven, for the $5 super chat. Says there's once was a king who was 12 inches tall. He was a terrible king, but a great ruler.
Hey, that works. That works.
We're watching that game, the series based on the game. Oh man, don't tell me. Okay, I'll don't tell me. You can tell me if you know. We're watching this series, and this girl and this guy are going along, and she's telling him dad jokes to. Oh shit! I'll figure out what it's called. How did my brain fart like that? The Last of Us. It's called The Last of Us, and they're going along, and he's had a really, I want to say, semi-frigid relationship with her, and she's finally starting to crack through. She found this book of dad jokes, and every now and then she hits him with one. And last night at the end of an episode, she finally got him, and it's good shit.
Oh man,
it's good shit. Let's see here. Send atheists to the front of the line. Oh, I see. Miss Non Sequitur. What'd she say? Jeanette's. They say women are weak. Jeanette, that's right. Mm-hmm. They'd like to use atheists as cannon fodder if they could. They wouldn't doubt. Yeah. It's just that's the whole thing. Let's see what happens. We keep saying. I remember when Donald Trump got elected this last time, and I was like, "Oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad," and I was fear mongering. My fear mongering was nothing compared to the reality of what happened. Or what has been happening. I mean, they've been kicking in doors and dragging people out and doing all these. They've been going after all these important departments, the department of this, the department of that. They've been gutting this health organization, this science organization, this cancer research thing, this person over here working, this group over here working on these important developments in MS and all this other. I mean, I didn't know they were just going to go at our entire nation with this club.
Coming out of the mix.
Yeah. It's almost as if they're taking their orders from Russia and ChatGPT. Russia needed AI to tell them what's the best way to hurt us. Let's see here. Dad jokes incoming. Thank you, though, for the super chat. Raven, appreciate that.
Thank you.
Very, very much. Chris, absolutely true, bro. Deporting everyone and telling military secrets over chat rooms. This administration is that.
Right?
That's one of the things. Part of the deal, like the whole due process thing, they're like, these people don't belong here anyway. That's right. He don't belong here. He came across the line. He don't belong here. So we get rid of him. So, Ryan, we kick you out. We just grab you up off the street and we throw you away.
Right.
How do we know whether you belong here or not if you don't get due process?
Doesn't matter.
It's just a matter of that guy is brown and boom, he is off in... Hey, there's a brown man here in our office building. He's got me worried. He looks like a Venezuelan gang member. And the next thing you know, he's off somewhere else with no due process.
Well, that's part of the propaganda, right? You start scaring the population enough. Again, like I said before, they'll start curbing their behavior, possibly. Oh, maybe I shouldn't start making content about this. Maybe I shouldn't go to that demonstration. And they've already got you in their grips, right? You start to back down when really we should be ramping up. But anyhow.
Absolutely. We're there.
Yep.
There's ramping up. Ramping is upping. Things are, in fact, I know that they would like us to calm down, but in fact, we are calming up.
Yeah, I'm coming all the way the fuck up.
That's right. Henry Mars. All right, so Jesus was brown, says Bill Castle. Shut your whore mouth, Bill. You're on a list somewhere for that.
Oh man,
There's a list. They're like, Bill, he said Jesus was brown, man. We need to get rid of this guy. You just watch. There's gonna be a red dot floating around.
man.
But you may be right. I am not going to admit it on stream, though. Henry Mars says they want women to make babies for $5,000. Oh my goodness! Have you heard that? The government is trying to convince people to have babies.
Stop it.
And no, I wouldn't lie to you here in front of Darante.
I'm gonna go punch a wall. Stop it.
No, the wall did
pulling
nothing.
my leg
to you.
right now.
I would not touch your leg.
How about
the feet? There's a foot.
Safe for women to have babies.
Right?
It's safe for a woman
Man.
of power to have babies in this country instead of having conditions like what they would call third world, where too many infants are dying. How about that?
That's crazy talk. Stop.
Give them a
That's
good
crazy
education.
talk.
Maybe let them get food at school. How about that?
Right?
Arts.
Man.
No.
How about that? No.
Oh my goodness.
So we want you to produce workers. That's what they want.
Yep.
Incubate the
That's what-
workers.
Yeah, 5,000 does seem cheap. That's what I was thinking. I was like, who are they targeting? That
Right?
doesn't seem like.
They take
Give me
They take
500K.
away all the
and you got a
basic care
deal.
needs.
500K.
Yeah.
I'll pop out a baby.
Yeah, 500K.
I
I'll
ain't
try
got
to
a
pop a baby
retirement.
out.
But as long as you're not required to keep it,
Yeah.
you give it to them. If they want you to have it here,
Oh,
I cranked it
no.
out. It's all yours.
We
I
want
know how rough
Man.
I was as a kid. You take this little bastard and see what you can do.
I just want the money.
That's right. The right-handed Sith morning show. Supreme executive power derives from a mandate from the masses, not from this farcical aquatic ceremony. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Hashtag truth. Dance like no one is watching. Sapphic Hazard. You dance. Dance. Like a 5-year-old with ADHD having a grand mal seizure after having snorted a life-altering amount of cocaine. Wow.
That was
It'd be a
specific.
fast but short dance. Trump is in talks of giving $5,000 bonus to people having children. Right, I know, right? What is that going to cover? What are you going to buy for $5,000 for a brand new baby?
It won't,
Right.
it won't even
medical
cover,
stay-
I don't know, maybe even a quarter of your medical bills.
Yeah, that's,
No,
you,
not yeah.
you get more for that on your income tax return for adopting a child that year. I'm like 5,000. I'm gonna need you to come better than that, player.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
That seems counterintuitive
right.
because it seems like the
Okay.
people who would be most attracted to that are the people who belong to the element that you don't want. Like I couldn't see a bunch of middle class white folks saying, "Oh yes, an extra 5,000 for a baby." Like I just couldn't really see that happening.
I have been saying that for so long. I can't understand why they force the poorest people
Yes,
who they are clearly against to have the babies who are going to
Yes.
grow up and vote against them.
man.
You know, it's just it's cray cray. I don't. Again, they just want to take the exact
by
wrong.
the time they
choice.
rework the education system, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? They start cutting all these programs. We really could see a huge population turn, you know, in a few
Yep.
years.
Yeah.
So, kind of makes sense.
Trina says we're talking a $5,000 tax return for each kid. I only got $2,000 a kid. I was ripped off.
Right?
Well, just imagine. No. If I may, let me even add to what you're saying, Trina, is that you would have still gotten that $2,000 plus just a $5,000 gimme to have a baby. How much does it cost to diaper a baby for a year?
Oh gosh.
Just to diaper a baby for a year. How much does it cost to diaper and feed a baby for a year? How much does it cost? Is that $5,000 going to cover it in any reasonable way?
Oh man.
You know,
Right.
And if you have gosh, formulas, ridiculous. They have that stuff locked away in many spaces now because it's so expensive.
Yeah. So again, even a broken clock is. This is not one of the cases where Trump is right.
Yeah.
And I think this actually probably has more to do with J.D. Vance and sucking up to the Christians in preparation for his third term. This is what this is about. He's sucking up to the Christians with this. This is a suck up to the Christians, the hard right Christians. J.D. Vance is a pro-natal person. I'm an anti-natal person. I didn't even know that there was a word for people who hated kids.
Oh yeah.
I mean, don't want kids. I don't hate them.
I just think people should be natally responsible.
Yes.
I do too.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
I do, yeah.
Thank you for the $5 super chat. Miss Non Sequitur says, how are politicians like diapers? They both need to be changed often and for the same reason.
Yes.
Yes. But now it's like, so I don't think Trump is really we don't think Trump is a religious person, but I believe J.D. Vance is. And the combination of, because he's even if he's deep, all right, so he's deep into it, whether he believes it or not, I don't know.
Yeah. Right.
But I mean,
there you go. I think that's that's the right
He's
way
been
to
preaching
say
the family values, have the kids, all this stuff. That's been his bag since before he got, Of course, the eyeliner says one thing. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Miss Non Sequitur. That was a good one. Let's see. Henry Mars says, after the 5,000, they give women with 6+ babies a motherhood prize and Fulbright scholarship stipend. Look it up. Really?
What?
Say that again.
No.
What, you have so many kids that you get something else?
Yes, if you have our after the $5,000, they give women with 6+ babies a motherhood prize, whatever that is, and a Fulbright scholarship stipend. Look it up. I'm not joking. I trust random people on the internet. Thank you. Especially when they tell you to look it up. That must really mean it's true. But, I know who we're talking about here, and it absolutely would not surprise me. Do you have to have all 6 of the babies under this? Or can you have 5 babies and have that 6th one and then qualify all of a sudden? I'm just curious how that works. That's still not a lot of money. That's wonderful.
It's not. I'm still thinking the medical costs, the hospital costs of actually delivering the baby. Yikes.
The fact that you have this much, okay, I'm just curious. How much are they expecting to spend? They must have a budget for this. The fact that you could even budget for this, but you can't even fathom just to put money into the children who are already here. Even
True.
just if you did it for those who are, in adoption. What are they called? Orphanages. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Please give them a brighter future. I mean, they might not have parents, but we can at least school them better, give them clothes, protect them. God. Anyway, I could just go on and on. It's so frustrating.
Absolutely.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. So thank you, Jesse, there for that. She hooked us up with, from Father Flanagan's Laboratories. It's still in development, working on it. Yes, there you go. I'm not sure about the colorations. Maybe that's the brown because it's all brown. It looks brown. Wash it. What's one look
that's
like
pure
after it's
gold.
been washed? Oh, that's what that is. I see. I was talking about the beads. That's too fast.
Oh,
just a little bit of hand cleaner on those is all. Look at them nice and shiny.
Are they dishwasher safe?
Yes. Well, there should probably be a respectable amount of time from which the dishwasher is finished to when you use them, because there's a temperature thing to be considered, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, don't put them in right after a cycle. Oh my.
Man.
Reagan Lunatic says, can I get one in XXXL size? We call it the arm. Yes. Where can I buy one of those? See, we really need to put those on fatherflanagans.com because it's coming. Yes, I'm kids, I tell you. I got plans. I just don't have the skills yet to do them, but we're getting there. I got things in the works that are just going to be so much fun. Jesse Bear, imagine JD Pants already has one.
JD Pants.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, huh? I wonder if they could like have it like inserted and then come up betwixt the cheeks and then up at the top go around into a necklace, right? That'd be kind of cool. Or even like a choker. That way, anytime all they have to do is kind of move their head like that.
Like a chicken.
Did you see JD Vance walking like a chicken?
You know what's up.
Oh,
You know
man.
what's going on.
His little cross keeps
Swinging.
I'm back. Okay.
Imagination goes wild.
Wild. Oh, man.
Here. Get this off the screen.
You
where
can
is-
do it.
There we go. I
do
did
it.
it. Yay. Thank you for that, Jesse Bear. Appreciate that.
Thank
The Daily Atheist Morning Show, I could probably cast them from resin. I have the molds for all but the crucifix part.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's there you go. I should get a 3D printer. That'd be fantastic. What would I do with a 3D? There's a lot I would do with a 3D printer. Evil One's like, no. But you can strap it on, I would say. Let's see here. All right, we're doing good on time. So Ace Trades, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Russell, thank you for joining us. Imagine auto-flagellation at the same time. Well, we've got that. Yes, with the self-flogging whips. It's automatic auto-flagellation.
It's automatic.
Automatic.
It's the yes, we've got two different varieties.
Crack that
I
up.
really get
If I had to say.
New toy. Having a crucifix hanging down below a skirt would be hot. Ooh. It's like a tail,
wait,
right?
Like a tail? What you saying?
Yeah, like a tail. You know, like
Or-
those
or-
That
tails.
became a new fad.
I was thinking it was hanging out of the.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
It's furry. You see the furry tails, the women with the tails? It's like a fox tail, but it's got a butt plug on the end, and she's
Yeah.
got it in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Instead of that, having it be a crucifix dangling down there between your knees.
What if it becomes like a style and you just like in your jeans you have a hole for your thing to pop? So you know, like it's just a new accessory. Like, oh, look at what my new like butt plug is.
Oh, man.
Okay, shut up.
Oh, man.
I like it.
Anything's possible.
People in their chairs at work could just be sitting there. You know, remember those? I tell you what, you know
They
those
might- they'd be
balls that
happy.
used the balls, the exercise balls, the big
Oh, yeah,
round
yeah,
balls
yeah.
they sit on. Yeah, those would come back in fashion real quick, I bet.
Yeah, I have one of those. I might have to go sit on it.
That is hilarious. Caught me off guard.
Yeah. Right-handed
Oh,
tip, the
man.
evil one. Let me have a 3D printer. I know, right? Bad things would happen. Nuns would love them. Yes, that's right. That's very true. I've got the political channel. I'm thinking about creating another channel I'm working on to do stuff with. I'm trying to think about how to separate. I've got Wile E. Coyote, Super Genius. I always have them. So I'm going to do some stuff one of these days.
Do it.
Let me check our clock. Do either one of you have anything? Are you dropping any new videos, Darante?
Darante.
I just dropped one yesterday. My next video will be tomorrow.
Tomorrow. If I may, what was yesterday's video about? Do you remember?
Yes, it was about the way creationism impacts the way people look at life, sociological, psychological impacts, rise versus fall mentality. Are you the falling man or the rising ape? And if you believe that you fell from perfection, then you adhere to this superstition that life has been getting worse and worse and worse over time. And that's actually not what the data says. We're going the opposite trajectory. And that even demonstrates how even people who deconverted still have some of these superstitious attachments, because, and this is why I'm always adamant about, hey, we shouldn't give ourselves permission to know anything that we haven't actually done the research on, because that's where our biases hide at. And so a lot of people automatically just believe things have gotten worse, even though they're not Christians anymore, because they still hold on to that afterbirth of creation, that there was once this perfect state of humanity. There was once there's this secret in the past that we got to get back to. And so that's what yesterday's video was about.
And isn't it so funny? One of their favorite stories is the story of Lot's wife. Don't look back. And these bitches cannot stop looking back.
Right? Don't look back. Don't climb up. Like, what can we do? Like, don't like.
Goodness gracious. Jen with one N, thank you for joining us today. She has to run. Nice to have you with us. Tim Bigler says, Worshiper of Life, talking to them. Awesome sauce. You handle that. Gotcha. Sith Lord, Star Wars and Star Trek are record books as well. They are.
They are indeed.
Well, you know, they're as legitimate as the Bible.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
It's real.
Keon Ayers, thank you for joining us this morning. Wow, all kinds of folks are here today. Thank you all. All right, let me do this. I can do this. Malone Creativity. Darante, your video yesterday was on point. Some things I haven't dealt with.
Thank you. Wow.
That's
I'm
cool.
glad it was helpful.
Yeah.
I want to mention that the evil one is in the chat.
Yay.
And the evil one has given an emphatic no to the 3D printer. She says, I already have too many toys I don't play with. That's right. I mean, that's right.
Playing with my toy right now.
That's right. I play with the ones that matter. You know? And it's not about being good at all of them. It's being fantastic at just one or two. So, good morning, beautiful. I love you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I can't wait to see you today. So I get to go pick her up. Because we're down to one vehicle, right? It's a different world.
Yeah.
It's all right. I got to drive the evil one to work today. She glared at me in hatred.
Man.
With a lot of, do you know how to drive? Who taught you how to drive? You idiot, turn here. I call her the negator. Raven Lunatic, thank you for the $1 super charge.
Oh my goodness.
I just looked down at my phone.
I do not call her that in person.
Oh man.
Raven says, I was riding my donkey and someone threw a rock at me and I fell off. Guess I was stunned off my ass.
Yes.
$5 super chat, Raven. Watch out for those rocks.
I know about that.
The evil one says, well, he ain't using that plastic shit on me. Are we like wiggling it? She's like, nope. They're specialty items, you know. I'm going to be bringing something that's going to like Luke Skywalker's non-charged lightsaber. It's going to be about this long, have bumps and ripples all over its lights and flash, and she's just going to scream and run away.
Run away.
Oh, man.
YouTuber Grudge, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Let's see. Sapphic Hazard, you're dealing with that. Chris, you say my name like a pro. Almost like you read the Bible. Yeah, I've glimpsed at it once or twice. The hard part is to read too much of it. I can't read very much before I'm all masturbating. You know, it's a hot read.
Get you going.
What? That's right. That's right. Eve did what? With who? Goodness gracious, girl. So who did you prefer? Was it like Cain or Abel? Cain had the wood, didn't he? These are questions I have to know. Trina, gotta run. Thank you, Trina. Have a good day. Stay safe. Send safely, my friends.
Send safely.
Oh, yeah. The evil one has reminded me I have to ride home with her tonight. Yes.
Ooh.
Hey.
Yes, I do.
Fun times.
Newspapers don't have talking snakes. Well, It's, unless metaphorically you see them as snakes. I could see that. Trump's a lion, that kind of thing. Worshipper of life. The Quran is literally a how-to kill manual.
Oh,
but isn't the Bible?
The Bible.
The Bible tells you
literally.
They probably both are.
They tell you how to kill your disobedient children, how to kill your wife who you suspected of cheating, how to kill your woman who accidentally grabbed somebody else's balls, how to kill people who don't believe in your God, how to kill somebody who said the wrong name on the wrong day, how to kill somebody who worked on the wrong day. What the hell is this guy talking about?
Right. Yeah, I know. He had that right there in his back pocket. Thank you for that. That didn't scare me at all.
Sorry.
I thought I was about to die.
The bladder is nice and empty. It's warm at first and then gets cold.
Right?
All pickles is okay.
Oh, man.
She's good. She's in the house.
Thank you, Punk Metal Towel. Says, if we're telling jokes, I'm short. My mom's a gourd. My dad's a hound. That makes me a little melancholy.
I like that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Punk Metal. I want to see here. I saw a new face in the chat. I saw it. Don't go away. Where did it go? Man. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not it.
That's not it.
That's not it. I'm looking here. Somebody said they saw one of my shorts yesterday, and they were not clean, and there was like a stripe. Oh no, I think they meant one of my videos. Wrong kind of short.
Eat my
The
shorts.
evil one. I know I saw it here. Joe Cool. Good morning, Joe Cool. Thank you for joining us. It says, Chris, saw your YouTube short last night. Just wanted to let you know you're wrong. It's actually you with an apostrophe R-E wrong. But thank you, Joe Cool, for telling me how wrong I am. But I got to say, man, and I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by, subscribing, and letting me know I'm wrong. Or at least I have wrong. I have wrong is it's my wrong.
That's right.
My wrong.
It's your wrong, Chris.
It's my wrong.
You're wrong. Not my wrong. It's your wrong.
That's right. It's not that I am wrong. It's just that I am in possession of wrongness.
Yes. That's a good hermeneutic. I like that.
I
like that.
Wrong, not the wrongdoer.
That's right. That's right. I hate the wrong, not the wrongdoer.
That's right. But I got to be honest. Name again. Joe. Cool. I make a lot of short videos, and I'm probably probably wrong about a lot of things.
Oh, me too.
So you're going to need to be more specific.
I'm wrong.
Which video was I wrong about? Good morning, Trace Zach Daniels.
Ooh.
Yes. Have y'all hit the subscribe button or the like button? At least hit that like button, or Joe Cool, hit that thumbs down button, man.
Yeah.
Let me know how wrong I am.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Had an excellent idea according to the evil one. Raven said. What did Raven say?
What did Raven say?
I got to look up the evil one. If Chris wants to use that on you, telling me he needs to let you use it on him first. Not going to happen.
Darn.
I don't know. $20 is $20.
Hey.
Will it give me a new monitor?
Good time. Good time.
Times are hard.
That's right. I know, what's a new video card worth to me? My rectal vault? Maybe. Y'all mind your own business. Stay away from my rectal vault. Let's see. Trace, good morning. That's right. All you wonderful people. Let me check our poll real quick. We're getting near the end of the show. So it is about guns and the Second Amendment. Oh, okay. Yeah, that did narrow it down. Did you guys see my one about the guns and the Second Amendment? And Darante, man, you're here. You're a friend. You may be just the person who will either go, yes, your history and what was the Black Power movement? Pardon me if I'm wrong, not remember right. Will agree with everything I say. Or you'll be like, man, I can't believe you said something that ignorant. So give me just a second to pull it out.
Talking out your ass.
That's right. Share my ignorance with air on. Why are you doing it? Okay, hold on.
Oh God, there's so many videos I've done when I was first deconstructing and just learned my opinions have like really changed, or I had information wrong because I saw my bias and I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
I dropped this one yesterday, so it's going to be a while before I change my
So
mind.
you have no excuse.
I have no excuse. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Well, come on, NRA. Do something, right? The Second Amendment you guys been loving on for decades, that you've been trashing little kids, that you've watched hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of little kids in schools become unalived because of your precious Second Amendment to defend this country from threats, both foreign and what? Domestic. And the domestic threat is here. And what the hell are you doing? Where are you? Where are you, NRA? What the hell? So, I mean, I'm not encouraging violence. It could be implied.
But it's serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me go here. But yeah, so that's what I'm wrong about. Save the knot. Good morning. Save the knot. Nice to have you with us. Why am I hearing an echo still? Do you guys hear an echo? Is it me?
I don't think I hear it.
I do not hear an echo.
Okay, good. Oh, I got you. Awesome sauce. Okay, cool. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so let's see. I just don't really feel like I'm wrong there. It's a question, like where you bitches at? You've been saying Trump is clearly a threat to the Constitution. He's undermining the Constitution. Judges, left and right, and constitutional scholars are telling you that our democratic republic nation, whatever the hell you want to call it, is under attack. The very purpose of that Second Amendment is at hand.
And maybe you think your amendment is safe, but as they're going through amendments, picking them off again, yours is next.
Really are. Yep. Yeah. See, they like your amendment now, but they've actually come along, and Trump's Bible gets rid of a lot of amendments. He's got a Bible. Go look it up. Trump's Bible. Go look at it. In it is the Constitution, and they've removed the protections for women, for Black people to be free. So just wait. Once those are taken care of, then somebody will be coming for your guns, and it ain't going to be Obama. Hide and watch, Beatrices.
Yeah.
Beatrices.
Right? That's right.
Yeah.
Right-handed Sith says, Chris, I don't hear an echo. Echo.
Hello.
Good morning, all you wonderful people. So, it's just kind of crazy. I was afraid it was going to happen, but as we see, the further we go into this, what's happening, it's just going to be more and more difficult to not cross the political line here on the show. So, I'll still try to be funny, though.
Funny.
Yes. But man, I tell you, I'm going to go ahead and read our super chats for the day. Thank you, Raven Lunatic, for your wonderful support and your dad jokes. those that I can repeat on the show.
Right.
There was once a king who was 12 inches tall. He was a terrible king, but he was a great ruler. Thank you for that. Miss Non Sequitur for $5 says, how are politicians like diapers? Oh, and we all know. Oh, yes. And the smell. They need to be changed often and for the same reason. Yes. Raven Lunatic for $5 says, I was riding my donkey and someone threw a rock at me and I fell off. Guess I was stoned off my ass.
I like that.
Yes. Been there. I just didn't know that was what it was. I was sitting there lighting my pipe and thought something hit me in the head. Punk Metal Tau, thank you for joining us. Thank you for the $5 super chat. If we're telling jokes, in short, my mom's a gourd, my dad's a hound. That makes me a little melancholy. That's good. And we love dogs on the show. At the end of the show, I'm gonna, you know what? I need to run our second Wild Bill commercial because I said I would for those who have not seen it. So I'm gonna let you wonderful people, now that we've read our super chats, let you go have a good day. Darante and Ryan. No. You out there watching don't get to leave. We'll run a commercial. A Wild Bill, the second Wild Bill 2, and then the end credits. And that end credits actually has the Goat Scented Flesh Candle song in it. You can't miss that. So, Darante, Ryan, thank you. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Everybody else, we'll be back in just a minute. I'll be back and we'll talk, and then I'll send you off with your thing. Bye, guys. Hello, and welcome to Shakespeare with a Redneck. Finally. I am Wild Bill Wigglestick, and this is my trusty sidekick, Willie the Kid. And we'll be your handsome hosts, your gilded guide, your cowboys, concierges to Shakespeare. Oh, how cute. Wait, is that at 2, Ollie? Run along, little doggy. Bill, where the hell have you been? Well, you know, I've been roaming the earth, going back and forth upon it, to and fro and whatnot. Ah, I like to travel too. Wait a second. Yep, back and forth upon earth, doing unto others before they do unto me. Bill, are you quoting the Bible? Trying to quote the Bible? Indeed I am. Despite my appearance, I am a man of culture and know many things, not just Shakespeare. Really? So you have a Shakespeare monologue related to atheism or skepticism? Indeed I do. Bear witness. Oh, this is going to be good. This is the excellent foppery of the world, that when we are sick in fortune, often the product of our own behavior, we make guilty of our disasters the sun, the moon, and stars, as if we were villains on necessity, fools by heavenly compulsion, knaves, thieves, and treacherous by spherical predominance, drunkards, liars, and adulterers by an enforced obedience of planetary influence. And all that we are evil in by a divine thrusting on. An admirable evasion of whore master man to lay his goatish disposition to the charge of a star. My father compounded with my mother under the dragon's tail, and my nativity was under Ursa Major, so that it follows I am rough and lecherous. I should have been that I am had the maidenliest star in the firmament twinkled on my bastardizing. Wow, that really is spot on about what we cover here on the channel, about how, people... So here's a quick rundown of the situation. Bill, this non-believer, ignores the teachings of his learned father and ends up getting 4 people killed. Bill, that's not... Okay. Carry on. Shakespeare was a heathenistic non-believer bound for the fiery pits of hell, just like yourselves. I don't think. And in order to throw the murderous church of the time off his heathen trail, he writes the skeptic as a sneaking, lying, adulterated father and brother, hating and betraying villain who ends up getting his comeuppance in the end. Bill, oh, come on, man. You're always blah, blah, Bible stuff, blah, blah, boring. You got to spice things up. Bill, tacos are spicy. Everybody loves tacos. Bill, tacos and boobies. Okay, you're not wrong there either. Tasty and delicious culture, baby, coming at you. Avoid the storm of familial discontent. Blow winds and clap your cheeks by clicking that subscribe button and hitting that. Wait a second. Don't you mean crack your cheeks? Nope. Bill. Send safely, my friends. Take care.
Peace.
All right, I am back. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you all. Send safely, my friends. Have a great day. We'll talk to you then.
Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Confession booths, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goats, the scent that leads the way. Clean your slate with a sniff so pure. Father Flanagan's got the cure. Turn your home into a saintly space. With every whiff, find redeeming grace. From your living room to the kitchen sink, light the gold candle, don't even think.